Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jugs, and this gameplay is going to be completely unrelated to the commentary, so just know that before we move on. So hopefully you stay, but if you don't, totally cool. I originally intended this commentary to be about religion and a specific topic about religion that I may disagree with or may, agree with. That's really up to you to wonder about, but I think it's going to be pretty obvious. If you guys know me, most of the time I'm not too into religion and the things that it makes people do. There are some like instances where that's totally awesome. I'm like, fuck yeah, go religion. But most of the time I find myself more like, fuck religion. But anyways, this topic is going to be about some things that I'm learning about relationships. Some tips or advice that I can give to you guys about relationships in order to kind of maintain your sanity and to keep the relationship healthy, and most of all to protect yourself without harming the other person. Just in general, just keeping a healthy, good relationship, whether it ends or not. It's that's just kind of how relationships go. But at the end of the day, your identity as an individual will be intact if you kind of do these things. And in a way, this is kind of, I'm making this kind of for myself as a reminder, just in case I kind of fall astray and start doing some other shit that I'm not supposed to be doing. But I think that one of the most important things about a relationship, a healthy relationship anyways, is being able to let go. And being able to let go, that doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is over forever. Some cases the relationship would be over for like a day, or the relationship might not even be over. Maybe you're just letting go of a particular argument or a topic that you can't agree on, but you're just letting go. You're just saying, okay, fuck it, that's fine, I'll just be chill about it. We'll argue about some other shit that's a lot more important than this. I don't want to lose you, and if I do lose you, at least be able to let go. And I think that relationships start to become unhealthy when you are so incomplete as a person that you need that other person to complete yourself, because you're just lacking, right? You're not happy unless you have that other person in your life. And I found myself in this position many times before, to the extent that I've just completely disregarded everything else in my life that would make me successful and a happy individual. I completely postponed my ambitious pursuits in order to kind of work on this relationship and maintain this bond that I have with this girl. And that's not right. You should never do that, because what happens then is that you're completely investing all of your happiness in one particular individual that can be completely unreliable. Or maybe they're reliable for a while, and then what ends up happening is that they become unstable at a certain point, or they find someone that's more driven, more focused, and that kind of puts them second place, and in turn that actually makes them more attracted to that individual, because they're going to be a lot more successful and the relationship is a lot healthier. You find yourself a lot less angry about particular things because they are not the center of your universe. They might be the center of your romantic universe, but at the end of the day, you are your own individual. You are not someone that they want you to be. You are you. And they're going to respect you more for that. They're going to love you more for that. And if they don't, that's totally fine. Maybe they're just not meant for you. You should never have to compromise on yourself in order to maintain your relationship. You can compromise on some of the things that you might do or say. You might, compromise on your actions, but you should never compromise on your integrity or your morals. These things should never happen. And I think when you're in this position where you can let go of someone, that's when things become healthy. And in that pursuit, if you're with someone that you think is a great person that you would like to be with, but it's just not clicking, just take a step back and assess whether or not you have the ability to let go. And if you don't have the ability to let go, like if you find yourself like, fuck, like I can't live without her, I keep crawling back to her, I keep chasing this person no matter what I try to do, and it's always unhealthy, and I always get hurt, and I can't live without this person, I'm gonna die if I don't have this person, then you need to stop. That's all the more reason to start letting go, because that's unhealthy. What ends up happening is you feel like you need this person so much that you're gonna bug them and annoy them and just impose all of your insecurities on them, and then you're truly gonna lose them. You know, if it's meant to be, you in the process of serving yourself are going to end up with this person. That doesn't mean be a selfish fuck. You know, definitely keep their interests in mind, and when you're with them, be as good as you can be to them without sacrificing too much of yourself. You know, just make the interactions as pleasant as you can, so that when you do have to like cut things off, obviously do it for the reason that you're just a good person and that, you know, you care about who you're with, but also because, you know, when that interaction is gone, when you choose to remove yourself from their lives, they value you. They feel that disconnect. They feel the void that your presence used to occupy. And so when they have that void there, they can assess for themselves, am I happier with this person or am I happier without? And if you did whatever you could to make sure that that interaction was always pleasant, when you remove yourself from their lives, they might date other people, they might see someone else, and maybe they don't. Maybe they realize it a lot faster. But ultimately, if you were a positive to that person's life, chances are they're going to find their way back to you. And that's something that I try to keep in mind, and that's why in my life I've been trying to give the person that I'm dating a lot of space. You know, just trying to keep the interactions positive and fresh, and at the same time making sure that things aren't getting old or you know, completely repetitive and just annoying. You know, and I feel like that's where things go bad, is where you're just like in each other's faces more than you really want to be, and things just go south. You know, your positive interactions, your highs are a lot lower and your lows are a lot lower as well. So that's something that I'm definitely trying to avoid as well. But the main focus of this commentary is that you need to be an individual. You need to keep yourself in mind, and if you cannot afford to lose the person that you're with, then you need to just take a step back and make sure that you're complete as an individual. Because if you are complete as an individual, you know, the person that you're with is going to be a secondary focus to yourself, and that's the best kind of relationship that you can hope to have, when the other person as well feels the same way, and you come into the relationship to kind of unload all the good that you have, all the excess good in your lives, and you're sharing that with each other because you're both so complete, you know, that you have all this capacity to give to one another. And that's not always the case where, you know, you need to stop being with whoever you're with. If you find that you're getting good from the person that you're with, and you're incomplete as an individual, and they're willing to like stick around and give you space and help you become complete, that's someone that you need to keep in your life. That's like a best friend type of relationship. And you know, there are many exceptions and many variations to the rule where the rule doesn't apply, but for the most part, you know, just do your best to assess the situation and make sure that you're complete as an individual. A lot of times I see people in relationships that just go poorly, and they're just miserable and just unhappy because they're with someone, or they themselves, or both people are not complete individuals, and they end up, you know, just being really miserable with each other because they're not happy and content with themselves first, you know. So that's definitely something that I can impart to you guys. And yeah, I can't really think of what else. You know, I guess that's it for now. If I think of something else, I'll bring it up if you guys enjoy this enough. But yeah, this is kind of just like a video for myself, so I hope you guys enjoyed me talking to my future self, who will probably go astray and, like, you know, be completely fucking like hopeless and like helpless without this person, and then I can watch this later and be like, hey, shut the fuck up, it's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, so when you have this girl as a secondary focus in your life, right, why is that a good thing? Well, because first of all, you are bettering yourself, right? You're creating this environment where your situation is better. You have a higher capacity to give to her, you know, if you should choose to. And it makes being with you better because, you know, you're more successful, so maybe you have a nicer apartment, maybe you have more free time, maybe you have more dispensable income, maybe you're a lot more positive as an individual because you're stressing about a lot less than you would be if you were completely focused on your relationship, which would suffocate the relationship. And when you have her as a secondary focus, then you give the relationship time to breathe. She becomes more enamored with you because you're not giving her all of your attention and your focus. You know, there's a cat and mouse kind of pursuit going on. She's interested in you because you're not, you know, worshiping her, and you are appreciating her at the same time. You know, and girls and just people in general want to be a part of something that's heading in a successful direction. You know, there's this thing that maybe I should say that for another commentary. I'm going to make another commentary directly after this, talking about success and like this human tendency to just kind of avoid it, and avoid failure rather. And so I'll make a video about that. But yeah, so when you have things going on for you well in your life and you have this capacity to let go, that makes you more attractive, that makes you more desirable, that shows that you're a more composed individual, you're a man in control of your own destiny. And so, you know, that's just better for you. And if it's not better for her, if she ends up feeling like, hey, like, I don't like that you're not fucking worshiping me and I'm not the center of your world, and, you know, I don't like that things are fair, I want them to be all my way and this and that, that's unhealthy. You shouldn't want that. And you know, chances are that person isn't meant for you, or maybe they are at a later time and they just kind of need to grow up or see things from a different perspective, or realize that you are important, that, you know, your needs need to be met as well, in order for them to keep you in their lives. But either way, that's only going to take place if you are successful and you're focusing on yourself. And if you're not, she's going to see someone else that is, and no matter how good you were to her, how hard you tried for her, she's just gonna be like, well, you know, this other person, they're kind of better, and I know you tried really hard for me, but I'm kind of just gonna go with this guy now because I'm a girl. That's what girls do. That's what people do. So don't be that guy. I'm that guy a lot of times, and I don't want to be that guy anymore. So I'm kind of like, while I have this moment of clarity, I kind of just want to talk to myself and be like, hey, dude, don't fucking forget this information that you fucking fully understand right now, because you're going to be totally fucked in the ass if you don't. So, with that being said, I'm just going to stop the video here before I continue to rant on, because I can rant on forever, and this is already 12 minutes long. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a rating and leave a comment and share with me whatever your opinions are. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you disagree? Do you have a story to tell me that is relevant to this? Or if you just want to fucking tell me about your life, I care about all of you. I just do. So yeah, talk to me. I love you guys. Later. This has been Jugs. Peace.